YouTube, hope you had a great weekend, guys, though I know that it was a pretty rough one. A lot of stuff going on around the country over the weekend, a lot of stuff going on around the world, but some of the biggest news was right here in the United States, coming out of Portland, Oregon. Obviously with these Antifa thugs, I mean, gosh, this group of people just continues to baffle me for so many different reasons, but really it's just people looking to cause harm to other people. This isn't a political organization trying to affect change, okay? These guys are simply out there to go and protest something. I have no idea what they're actually trying to accomplish. I'll get to that here in just one second. But they're going out to a protest, walking around with kind of, fighting gear of some sort with the gloves and the masks and all this other stuff, and they've got crowbars and they've got knives and they've got milkshakes, right? Those really innocent little things that people just get thrown on them. Yeah, not so innocent whenever they have concrete mixed into it, right? Cement mixed into it when they're being thrown on people. A reporter gets attacked at this rally. Obviously, so many people have seen the video. I think he's doing pretty good, thankfully, but you have no idea. And so everybody is outraged about this, right? No matter what your political perspective, you can be outraged by the fact that a reporter, somebody who's just there to tell the story, gets attacked by these guys. And then everybody on the left that I've seen has either not said much. I think I saw Jake Tapper said something about journalists shouldn't be attacked. Well, thank you, Jake. I really appreciate that. I'm not sure if he's completely left, but I think he kind of leans left. Everybody has just been silent or not really coming out and saying, oh my gosh, this cannot be the way our society operates. That has to be the response. Everybody, no matter what your political affiliation, when you start getting violent with a reporter, and by the way, calling him a provocateur on Twitter doesn't justify anything. If somebody is provocative in their speech, I'm not exactly sure how he's provocative. He's a gay reporter out there covering stories, and it was Pride Month, and I didn't see any LGBT people out there going, oh my gosh, a gay man was attacked during Pride Month. No, they didn't say anything at all. What they said is, oh, well, it was milkshakes and it was silly string. No harm, no foul, right? Yeah, well, they also punched him in the face and kicked him and stole stuff from him, so I don't know, there's that. And he ended up in the hospital with a brain bleed, so, maybe the milkshake was a little hard for his liking. I have no idea. All I can say is that it pissed me off, and it made me see like the logical conclusion to this story. Antifa, you guys want to do that? You want to do that to people, and you want to do worse, right? There's other videos that are out there online right now showing people getting hit in the head with crowbars. Gosh, you guys take crowbars to protests where you're supposed to be trying to fight for social change? The social change that we want is you gone. Period. You have no place in this country, guys. If that's the kind of behavior that you think is appropriate, and it's not that you think it's the last straw, and it's not that you think that we're in a fight and this is the last line of defense for this fight, you're a fascist. It's exactly what fascists did. They silenced the opposition and they used violence to do it. Not as a last resort. Page 1, Mussolini, violence. It is a legitimate tool. That's what they thought. So you're either in need of a name change, or maybe you guys need to sit down and read through what fascism really is. Here's the thing. You keep doing stuff like that, I guarantee you do that crap in a concealed carry state, and somebody's going to get shot. And I'm not for that. I don't want anybody to get shot. I don't want anybody to get beaten at a protest. I don't want you guys to go spend years in prison because you did something stupid that hopefully you would regret. I want everybody to just sit down and calm down a little bit. But here's what's going to happen. You keep going out and you keep attacking people. How do I know? Surrounded by a mob of people in masks. How do I know what the end game is going to be? I don't. How do I know what's in that milkshake that you're throwing at me or trying to? How do I know that it's not acid? How do I know that it's not something else that's going to be really bad for me? How do I know that it's not filled with hardened concrete? You know what happens when you have cement and you mix it together with water? Somebody's going to correct me on that. Whatever it is, it's concrete. It ends up being concrete. That's hard. Okay, and you throw that at somebody's head, I have no idea how that's going to affect me. I have no idea if you're going to hit me hard enough to knock me out, just cut me, ha ha ha, it's funny, miss me completely, or it's a complete milkshake, ha ha, now you smell like vanilla, or if it's going to kill me. And I'm sorry, but if you attack me, you forfeit your rights. At that point, you forfeit your rights. I can now defend myself, and I should. I should be able to defend myself, especially in a crowd of people like that. I have no idea if somebody's just going to get a lucky swing in and bam, right here in the temple, done, lights out, game over. You guys have got to stop this crap. Now, I know a lot of us out there are probably thinking, like, well, they're not really going to watch this video, care about this video. That's right, I understand that, but I'm really, really upset. And it's hard not to just be cussing a lot. Sometimes you just want to use a word. You can't, okay. But here's the thing that I think is positive, right? Because that's a lot of negative stuff right there. This represents such a small minority of people, and I think what they've done is they've overplayed their hand this weekend. This has happened before. We've seen this. Actually, Steven did an undercover video way back when I think there were some knives and potential guns involved. There was a case brought against these guys for an Antifa protest, whatever it was. And something came out of that, right? But I think they've really overplayed their hand now because they've just attacked random people, and they attacked a journalist, right? It's not like this was some guy out there that was trying to get into a fight. He knew that this was possible, but he's a journalist, guys. He's just covering a story. You don't like what he has to say? Say something different. Turn the channel. Tell people that he's not right. Come back with ideas. They didn't do any of that stuff. Whatever. But they've overplayed their hand. Now you've got senators involved. Now you've got people across the country saying, hey, if you throw a milkshake, guess what? That's a criminal offense. If you throw that at somebody else, it's going to cause physical harm or the potential for physical harm. So here's the solution that I think we have. A couple of fold. One, every law enforcement agency in the country this week come out and say, we will start enforcing the law. You want to screw around? You want to throw stuff at people because you disagree with how they see the world? You don't think that their economy is fair? I'm going to do a fairness video after this here in just a few freaking minutes and talk about that. But you don't think it's fair, and so you get to throw something at... No, you don't. I'm sorry. It's an offense. You do it, you'll be arrested, and you will be prosecuted. That's at the very least thousands of dollars out of your pocket, potentially even jail time. Go for it. See what happens. Every law enforcement agency in the country does that this week and says, we will start enforcing the laws and we will start arresting and prosecuting you. I think things will change just a little bit. And two, just remember, whenever people that disagree with you start resorting to violence, they start to get completely scared, they've lost, right? When they start getting away from their ideas and just yelling loudly and saying, you're wrong, that's when you know that you have won. They've lost. They have no good ideas, guys. So keep fighting. Don't do it physically, not like those guys. Keep fighting with ideas. We have to keep fighting with ideas. We have to keep telling people this is the way this society functions best. And yes, there are things that we need to change. Yes, there are things that we need to get better at. Yes, there are problems with the systems that we have. We all know that. Let's work together to figure those things out. Let's not go out and protest and beat people up for no apparent reason.